What up, everybody? I'm on my way to this is Thomas Was Alone. Oops, that's not my timer. Anyway, I have some news. I just got done watching my friend play South Park: The Stick of Truth. God, his reactions to it were goddamn funny. Oh, it would have been great on YouTube. Too bad there's a sex scene in the game that prevents me from doing it. It's graphic. Yes, I know other YouTubers have done it in the past, but that was the past. The policies have changed. I'm not willing to risk my channel for it. You all know the one I'm talking about. At the underpants gnomes. The other bit of news. A site I frequented, E621, they power abused me and slapped me with a pan. The funny thing is, everything they claim I did, I can explain away. I wanted to drop something. One of the members, who was a major douchebag, there were three who were majorly abusing their power. And all three had finally stepped down. The last one had finally stepped down, and I was expressing my joy at that. Somebody asked why, and one of them said it was because they called me a troll. They didn't know why. It's because he's an assbag who abuses his power over every itty-bitty thing, like the other two. Like, holy shit. I know the rules are. But it's inconsistent how they're enforced. It's not. They claim it's a case-by-case basis. It's not. It's just how the mod is feeling. If the mod likes you, you may get a free pass. If the mod doesn't, fuck you. They don't care about running a site correctly. They don't care about their members. They don't even care about the artists who post their artwork on there. They only care about getting a band and record quota. It's fucked up. And it's bullshit. I get called a bigot for defending myself because people were harassing me for being gay. You want to know why? Because the people who were harassing me were trans. I'm sick and tired of this. I keep getting harassed by trans people. I don't go out of my way to harass them at all. I'm neutral about the whole thing. I don't go out of my way. I don't hate it. I'm just not for it. But it doesn't bother me one bit if somebody wants to be trans. I don't care. It doesn't bug me one bit. In fact, when I said that, they wanted me to clarify. I'm friends with people who hate homosexuality. They're cool with me. They hate that I'm gay, but they don't have any issues with being my friend. Just the same, I don't hate that people are trans. But it's getting to the point where I'm starting to hate the transgender community because they keep harassing me simply because I'm gay, and people just let them do it. And nobody wants to believe me about this. In fact, the trans who I am friends with, they believe me. They're sick of it too. It's very clear what those... Like, a whole gigantic chunk of the trans community on this website are the toxic ones that harass everybody for not being trans. And the admin let this go. Anybody who tries to stand up for themselves gets labeled a bigot. It's It's bullshit. And my latest record, they told me to quit bringing shit out. I stopped. I heeded their warning. It's those bastards that wouldn't stop. They kept hounding me and harassing me over it till I responded. And then they slapped me with a false record for it. Like, fuck them. Oh, and conveniently, they're gonna slap me for harassing someone. That someone was one of the janitors who was harassing me constantly for doing exactly what he told me to do. Because at some point last year, the videos were starting to have issues. Some of them weren't working right. And I was not the only one. There's plenty of people on there who are having the same issue I am. And I've seen countless forum posts wondering about this issue and then being ignored. Just flat out ignored. This very same janitor I've seen many times harass other mobile users. They don't care about mobile users. They don't. You're a mobile user and you have an issue? They could give two shits. In fact, this janitor talks out his ass. They don't host or support videos. I don't think he knows what WebMs are. They're videos. I don't think he knows what hosting is. If you have a bit of content on your website, and you could download it directly from that website, you're hosting it. That's what hosting is. I know that because I'm part of another website. It's a file sharing website. They don't host the content on their website. They have a link to the website that they're using to host it. Which, honestly, I kind of hate. But whatever. I kind of hate because some of the sites require payment to have better, faster download speed, which is bullshit. Or in the case of one, you have a very... your download size is 10 megabytes. But anyway, they very conveniently let out the fact that I was being harassed by the janitor. Not just him, a lot of janitors harassed the members and then they let it go. There's several images on there. It's all the autistic people. More promoting Nazism. A whole bunch of other stuff on there. Oh, but you can't do it in the comments. Image is fine. Comments, no. Seriously, they're immature fuckheads. A lot of other similar sites that I'm a part of, the admin are just fine. In fact, the people on it are just fine. But everybody on E6 just turns into a giant fuckwad for some reason. A lot of the members on there are so goddamn toxic, it's unfucking believable. It's a porn site, so you would expect the comments to be raunchy. Oh no, can't be raunchy on a porn site. God forbid somebody be raunchy on a porn site. Because supposedly some porn artists don't like that. Bullshit! That's the sole purpose of them doing that. That's why a great majority of the artists do that. But it's really clear they don't care about anybody who isn't trans. They keep misconstruing my words. I'm sick of it. I wouldn't be so mad if it wasn't for the fact that the first ever ban I ever got wasn't a permaban, but every single other person on the website had a temp ban. Oh, I didn't get a temp ban. Permaban. So I sent an angry letter. I burned that bridge. I do not want to come back if I'm just going to keep getting harassed and they're not going to do a damn thing about it. Or they're just going to keep abusing the power on me. They can suck it. They can go to hell and suck it. Because every single thing on my profile, they lied about. In fact, one of my records for supposedly being a bigot when I was defending myself was supposed to have decayed into a gray one months ago. They take 6 months. Should have been done months ago, but they kept it red. They did not let it decay. The janitor, he got me so pissed off that I flipped out on him. Because he kept insulting me. And I had enough. I told him to do his goddamn job and fix the goddamn problem everybody's having. But he'd rather blame the uploaders. I have been messing around with videos a lot longer than I've been doing YouTube. At least 5+ years. Like, I've messed around with video editors. I have a good idea how to do things. So I know what I'm talking about. I even read a book on fucking website designing. I know for a fact he's a lying piece of shit. Talking on his ass. So I'm just warning you, do not go on that site. It's terrible. The admin on there are terrible. The childish shitheads. Like, I am not a bad person. Oh, the other thing, they had that toxic mindset. If you have to say that, then you're not a good person. I don't care. I know the truth. If I wasn't a good person, would I have helped my boyfriend, who at the time we were merely just, I would say acquaintances, maybe? Would I have helped him with his PTSD? Would I go out of my way to tell random strangers who are feeling unaccepted that I accepted them, even if I am a stranger? I ain't doing it for my health. I'm doing it because I don't want anybody else to feel depressed like me. Pisses me off. I even told them in the angry letter that by doing what they're doing, they're being bigoted against gay people. And that I was considering it a hate crime. Like, I actually could take their asses to court for it. Oh, like I said, I have plenty of backup sites. I don't need them. I don't need them in their bigoted ways and racist ways. Yeah, they're racist too. Yeah, but they're straight up racist. I've seen it. And they're straight up bigoted too to anybody who isn't trans. So I can give you an example. Someone used the wrong, and it was fucking drawing. Someone in the comments used the wrong pronoun for a drawn character, a fictional character. And a trans member got their panties in a bunch over it. And corrected him. He apologized, and he corrected himself. They wouldn't stop harassing them over it. They wouldn't stop. Eventually, they took it back. They took back their apology and their correction, and I don't blame them for that. Because I would have done that too. In fact, I have. My ex-friend that I had previous beef with when he came back and then said he was trans. I respected his pronouns. I referred to him as they. But when he started his shit, I stopped. He was disrespecting me. He was calling me slurs. Fuck you. You're not getting your respect. You need to respect me if you want your respect. You don't just get it because you're trans. Fuck you. And the German guy, well, Austrian guy, and who I thought, and the other guy who I thought was my friend, but decided to backstab me right then and there. Instead of defending me, getting called slurs, he joined in. He backed them up. Purely because he was trans. Like, are you kidding me? Anyway, enough about that. Avoid E621. Do not go on there. If you're on there, fucking leave. Like, they drive a lot of artists away simply because they refuse to let them be tagged how they want to be tagged. Because their policy sucks ass. Any policy that goes against what an artist wants their drawing to be tagged is flawed. That's what chased away a certain artist. I think their name was YG. Because one of their characters is a femboy mouse. But the tags kept getting locked to female, which was very much incorrect. And instead of admitting they were wrong, they banned the poor artist. He met him and he left. Like, everybody in the comments was riled up about it. And even had a conversation about this in the forums, and they were saying, oh, you mean... The frickin' admin bullied him over this. He didn't go ballistic. Or, they didn't go ballistic. He got bullied over it, and that's why he left. They didn't get banned. I saw the record. They had no bans on it, so the people who are saying that he got banned are retarded. There's also, you don't want to follow our policy, you can leave. But fuck you. Here's the thing. Think of it like a museum. You don't go into the goddamn museum, go up to the Mona Lisa. Oh, let's just assume they have tags. You don't go up to the Mona Lisa and then change the tags because you don't feel like they fit. And then Leonardo da Vinci comes back, changes them back, but then the owner of the museum changes them back and locks them. No. Fuck you. You don't go against the artist. No, it wouldn't cause tag problems. You would actually make the tagging correct. But they don't want correct tagging. They want tagging correct for the blacklist. You don't do that. I could give two shits if somebody in whatever country can't view a certain thing. Good for them. You don't compromise the tagging just because of that. Fuck you. That also makes incorrect tagging. The funny thing is, I was, like, kind of wanting to get out of that site for a long time now. Because I was so sick of their bullshit. But anyway, I've rambled on about rambled far too long about it. Get out if you're still on there. Don't go there if you're not. Like, they don't give a shit about what you artists want your artwork to be. Not like other sites. Go to other sites and post your artwork. Get out. Stay away from E6. They hate you, and you should hate them. Anyway, enough about that rambling. On to the game. I just needed to get that off my chest. New game. Excuse me. I'm not gonna try to read it because it doesn't stay up long enough for me to do so.
Thomas was alone. Wow. A weird first thought to have.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a puzzle platformer, sort of. Kind of. And I'm also sorry for not uploading in quite a while. My sleep has been so erratic that I just did not feel like recording or uploading.
To start listing his observations for posterity.
Because I just felt so out of it.
1. The whole alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere. He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing. Okay, interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think, damn it, think. What if there was some kind of inverted fall? Some way to... what's the word? Jump. It worked! Thomas had solved the great inverted fall mystery.
Some people have just the best narrating voices. Like this guy. Or the guy in the Stanley Parable. No, I'm not doing that because I have no idea where I would stop. Let's see.
A big jump. But Thomas noted there was no real danger in missing it. The world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing him, but gently.
I want to know, wanting to tell you for the record, a lot of members on that side know that the admin are corrupt. In fact, one of the people in my server, when I was going on my rant about it, to get it out of my system, even asked me what I expected. I said, I don't know, other sites like that are like that. It's not a stretch to think that that one wouldn't be corrupt either. They are. Which baffles me, how they can think they're the great... They're up their ass with that, too. They think they're the best site ever, and all other site is equal to them. Which is a fat-ass lie. I wanted to say flat-out lie, but that ass works.
This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment.
Oh, yeah.
He was starting to suspect it might even be doing so on purpose. Nah. Paranoia.
Oh, Lord. It's funny because people on any other website do not share the same mindset they do. Like, at all. They're a hell of a lot friendlier and whatnot. Sure, there's some good ones on the site, but the rest are just the sheeple following suit with the corruption. It pisses me off. Like, I knew beforehand, before I made the account, that they are corrupt. The only reason I did so is because they were locking images behind an account. Free anyway, so I figured, what the hell, man. I was fine. The entire first year, I was fine. Started to get harassed. Stand up for myself, I get in trouble. They get off scot-free. Fuck you. Fine for the rest of the year? Fine for most of this year? Ooh. They're starting to become major assholes towards me now. Like, seriously, I was minding my own business. Even flat out said, you don't normally have to... I'm not... When it comes to authority...
Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might, or might not, be important.
Well, on a grid, that would be positive. Up positive, right positive. Left and down are negatives. If it quadrant, I meant quadrant. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those quadrants. As far as authority goes, I'm not usually a bother. I don't normally have a problem with authority, but when they're being corrupt and abusing their power, that's when I take problem. If I don't respect you as an authority figure, I'm most likely not going to listen to a word you're saying. Because you don't deserve the respect. Like my 6th grade English teacher. She called me a fucking retard. Those exact words.
It might have been paranoia again, but Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills.
You want to know what I did?
It had been designed just for him. He wondered why. Was the world testing him? No. Too obvious.
You want to know why she called me a fucking retard? Because I wanted to ask a question. She said, any questions? Raise my hand. Put your hand down. I don't take questions from fucking retards. This was 6th grade, mind you. And then later, we were doing an essay. I wanted to ask if I could... I put my hand out when she asked if there's any questions. She ignored my hand. I kept the raise, so she finally acknowledged it. She said, put your goddamn hand down. Or no, she said, put your fucking hand down. This pissed me off. A teacher's job is to teach and to answer questions. That's the whole point. I stood up and I said, listen, your job is to teach and answer questions. Do your job. She told me to get my fucking ass out into the home, out of her classroom. And I looked at him, because kids are fucking cruel. We had a group project. We had I forget exactly what it was, but it was like a group of 5. We had to do something with this poster. I was instructed to draw. They chose me to draw. I couldn't draw that well. I still, a little better today. Now. But I couldn't draw. And they wanted me to draw. I was doing exactly what they told me to. One of the kids went to the teacher, told them I wasn't listening. She believed them over me. Hindsight's 2020. I wish I had ripped up the poster board, because they took credit for my work. I couldn't have my poster board. She made me start from fresh. I should have taken that fucking poster board and ripped it up. Made them start fresh too. Because I wouldn't have been able to keep it. They would have made me give it back. I didn't do the assignment. You want to know what grade I had when I passed? This school did letter grades. I had a D. I passed with a D. You know why? Because from that point on, I didn't do my work. I barely did any work. I was done with her. You're gonna treat me like shit? I'm not gonna listen to you. You wanna know what her excuse was? Her kid had cystic fibrosis. Cool, your kid's dying. That doesn't give you a right to treat your students like shit. Should have been fired on the fucking spot. I would have if I was principal.
Something about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it.
Ah, toxic boiling. That makes sense why you...
Mental note. 4. Water. Not good. To be avoided.
That makes sense why you die in it. Like so. Excuse me. That was a thing in most old games. At least 3D. You got in water, you died. I hated that. Oh no, you can't swim. Yeah, that was a true story though. That's exactly how I was treated by her.
The loneliness was getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that.
And for the record, if any transgender people were offended, that's a dick. If any transgender people were offended by what I was saying earlier, shove it. I've been harassed by you bastards far too long. Some of you were cool.
Thomas had a new theory.
A lot of you were toxic.
The world was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper.
And it's not like I'm
evolving. He just wished he had someone to share it with.
It's not like I'm doing this out of malice. My attitude about this is because I keep getting harassed by a bunch of you, simply for being gay. Because apparently there's no such thing as homosexuality. I'm not making this up. People think I'm making this up. In fact, I leap of logic about that on these 6. Oh, you had a bad relationship with a trans person. You thought they were a man, and when you got met with it and found out they weren't. I've never been with a trans person. However you want to call it, I don't know. You keep changing it on me. One person says one thing, so one person says the other. I don't know anymore. Point is, pissed me off. And then like, you're doing this because of gamers? I'm being bullied, you fucktard. Don't listen to the trolls. Yeah, I know that. Kinda hard to ignore them when it's constant. Also kinda hard to ignore when the gay gamer, well, the LGBT gamer community I was in on PS4 when they still had communities, wouldn't do anything about it. I told them. I told them about it, the owners of it. They wouldn't do anything about it.
Chris took an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
So yes, now we have another character. Don't think I'm doing it because I hate all of you. I don't hate all of you. Some of you are a joy to be around.
Fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times. Well, not actually. Not technically graceful. It's probably the wrong word, but you know, fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
A lot of you that don't have that toxic mindset are enjoying to be around. The rest of you suck. I am not afraid to defend myself. Well, I will tell you this, I am not a bigot. I don't stand for bigotry. And I also won't stand for people who are using that bigot card as a way to get away with being an asshole. Tits. Sometimes jump don't work right. Anyway, enough about that.
Okay, this was more like it. A glowy white thing. Only Chris could get to it, which of course made it all the more enticing. What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him?
So yeah, let this be a warning. I'm not gonna put up with it. I see it happening in my comment section. You're the one getting the boot. Your comments are getting deleted. Not the person you're claiming to be a bigot. I will be the judge of that.
Grace. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously, this made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile.
Oops, sorry.
Was this good? Because on the surface, it did not seem good. Chris was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure. Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point.
Generally, anybody would welcome here to my channel, but if you're gonna cause a ruckus and be fast on the bigot card, you can leave. Oops. Shit! Actually, if I remember right. No, I'm wrong. I thought I could cheat that, never mind. This will exemplify my platforming skills somewhat. I don't know. But I'm not putting up with harassment anymore. I don't care what you call me.
Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred. He seemed so very happy at their situation. Friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness.
I'm also sick of that bullshit, you guys.
Fine. But it was all the obvious observation that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot. He hoped the next portal would split them up, if only for a few levels.
I hate the bullshit you guys spread just to feel valid. I feel like if you didn't do that, people might look and quit with the toxicity. People might look at you with nicer eyes. Just me. But yes, I know some people are very... I hate you people. But not everybody does. I guarantee that. Anyway, enough on the subject.
John knew. He knew that this was his chance. A moment to shine. This was game day.
And if you're gonna try to cancel me, good luck. I don't have any, what's the word? I don't have any social media to speak of.
Would not do. John needed room to show off his exceptional skills. As it was, he was trapped on the wrong side of these little dot things.
Nor would it bother me or ruin my reputation. So you're wasting your time.
John inhaled the air of the open space, and it smelled of awesome.
I miss John.
To flex those muscles, to put his training to use, time to show those little dots how it was done.
I miss John. I wonder what he's doing.
John decided to
okay, shut up. Can I speak?
To let the little dots catch up with him. John cared for his new allies. You could tell from the sympathetic expression he'd practiced in the mirror all these years.
I'm sympathetic. I'm empathetic. I don't hate people for no reason. I don't hate people because they're a certain way. I hate people because they're assholes. In fact, it takes quite a lot to make me hate someone. Like I said before, everybody's welcome to this channel. Just don't be an asshole. Don't be a prick. Don't harass others. Don't think you can use the bigot card to get away with shit, because I am not gonna accept that. You haven't brainwashed me into thinking you're holier than thou. And that only you matter. It's not T, it's LGBT. Although I'd much rather remove that because of all the toxicity, but whatever. Ah, piss. Oh yeah, there was something I want to look at. There was puppet combo.
John was happy to keep helping. He felt it was important to his image that he was seen to help the little guys.
I'm running out of time. I was gonna say I've seen some puppet combo games that I think I'd want to play. Forgot their names. Also, I am definitely gonna redo Amnesia. I'm not happy with how it went, so I'm gonna play through it again. I hope you guys don't mind, but I really want to redo it. Anyway, till then, I'm on my way to station.